I ain't really want to talk about my situations or nothing like that, bro. Cause it's like I still like to be uh I don't like to be too internet, bro. I don't like to be extremely internet to the point where the internet would know what's going on with me before I know what's going on with me. And that's a crazy turn you take. Y'all notice that the internet became more dangerous now than it was a little minute ago. Like long time ago, you could kind of like disconnect the two. Internet, real life. But nowadays, it's damn near becoming so impossible to disconnect internet with real life. I want to talk about my situation real quick, cause I know, hell, hearing this probably might help a couple other people, bro. I never wanted to speak on stuff like this, and when Dub was getting sad, it damn near made me want to get sad, cause I already know how it feels to be in these situations. Bro, my son is 9 years old. You dig what I'm saying? So I've been through a walk in the park. And I had my jit at a very early age. You did? So a lot of the stuff I went through, sometimes I still have nightmares about it. Cause I hate the fact that I went through it, but going through it really shows you what's going on out here. You dig what I'm saying? And it's like we expect for everybody to follow rules and love us and not lie on us and really give us credit for what we do. But moral of the story, bro, 9 times out of 10 that won't happen. We're even watching it happen to DDG. And me seeing that, it's like, damn. None of us safe. You broke, you ain't safe. You got paid, you damn sure ain't safe. How are you safe? You're not. Moral of the story is, I've been through a situation too where I had to fight custody for my son, bro. One of the scariest things I ever been through, and I've been through all type of scary situations. And when I say trying to fight for a little human's life while trying not to let him notice, and on top of that, life itself is beating you up. And that's usually how it happens, right? Life is beating you up while you're trying to fight. I was getting my ass kicked. Let me put it like this. When I had my son, I was real young and dumb. So when my son was born, I wasn't here to see him be born because I was being dumb and placed myself in situations where I wasn't even able to see the birth of my child, right? So when I finally was able to see my child, mind you, I was still dumb as hell. Even when I seen my child, I was still slow as hell. But I don't know, like something just sparked. I don't know what it was. Had to been God himself. Damn near punched me dead in my face. Like, you're goofy. Get right, fam. And I told myself, whatever I'm doing, I gotta stop doing whatever I'm doing completely. I gotta turn around and take a new leaf, right? And when I say that was the best thing I ever did, y'all, that was the best thing I ever did. I changed my life completely, bro. Even dudes that would see me and know me from back then, fam, it's like they don't even understand how a transition like that could have been made. I never been no dummy. I never been like really slow. You feel me? Like I've always been one of the most smartest kids in class. I've always had advanced classes. I always, aced SATs. I remember I had that was a benchmark test. It was like a reading benchmark test we took for the whole school. Man, I had the highest grade in the whole school. Like They was like, what the hell? How the hell did you take a whole test and only miss 2 answers? Yes, that's smart when it comes to school. But I was doing slow stuff because, I feel like I could be cool because I'm on the basketball team. I'm doing this and that, not knowing that I'm going to pay for it in the future, which that's exactly what I did when I didn't see my son be born. And when I say, let me get back to when I changed my life, right? I completely changed. Like when I told myself, I'm changing my life right now, boom. First thing I did, went to applying for all type of jobs. I ended up getting me a detailing job. So I started detailing cars and stuff like that at a car wash. I was detailing, doing stuff like that, providing for my son. His mom was not working at all, and my son had an injury, right? At birth. He had an injury at birth that made him need to be watched. So I told her, you don't need to work. You don't need to do nothing. Just watch him, and I'm going to just work and do this and that. So time goes by. I didn't even get the job yet. Prior to me getting the job, right, this is where the devil comes knocking. Right after I get the job, right, a situation happens at my crib while I'm out playing basketball or something. Somebody told me it was shots fired at my crib. So I was like, damn, shots fired at my crib? My son was in the house. His mom was in the crib. My old girl was in the crib. All type of stuff, bro. Cooking, they did regular stuff. I had to rush home, this and that. So immediately, I'm like, what the hell? Officers come through. They like, it had to been a mistake, somebody was, being stupid, shots went to fine. So first thing I did was like, okay, boom, we finna just move real quick. Me, you, we finna go over there to your mama's house. So me, my son and his mom, we went to her mother's crib. We went to stay there. Boom, when we went to stay there, now I got the job. So now I'm working. I'm doing everything I need to be doing. Damn near paying for everything. And I started getting a little bit comfortable, I would say. Once I started making money, I started getting comfortable, started hanging out, this and that, or whatever. Kind of leading down the wrong path, right? And that's why you need to stay on track. So now I was trusting the fact that my baby mama would hold everything down. But then I started to realize, ain't nobody gonna hold you down. People are only gonna rock with you as long as you doing something for them. And once you're not able to do something for them no more, you shoot. Now, remember I told y'all the devil came knocking right before I got the job. The devil came knocking again after I got my job. So now I'm like a year in, some change. I got my job. Now my cousin gets killed. My closest cousin, somebody that I be with on a regular, he gets killed, right? So now I go into this mode where I lost somebody close to me before, but when I lost him, after that, my body was just like in shutdown mode. Like I never felt like that before. It's like I felt unsafe, and it showed me how close death could be, bro. Like when you really with somebody every day, right? And then something happens, it literally shows you, bro, like how close death is. You know what I'm saying? So when that happens, I go into this state of mind where I don't even want to work no more, bro. I don't even want to go to work, fam. I went to work. I wasn't feeling it. I asked my boss, could I slide? He said no. I told him my cousin passed away. He was still stuck on the fact that he gave me a day off. In all reality, he's right. I probably only needed that day off. But I was letting this situation sit on me a little bit too long, to the point where he made me make a decision right then and there. He said, if you want to keep this job, stay here. If you want to lose your job, leave. I left with no hesitation. I walked off on his ass and got up out of there. Got up out of there. You hear me? Then now I'm at the crib, hoping that my baby moms will support me in this situation. You know, she like, damn, this man sad. He ain't talking to nobody. He ain't going out. He ain't doing nothing. He ain't speaking. Whoop, whoop. He's not himself. Bitch, did you lose somebody that your closest? Did you lose somebody? You know what I'm saying? But me not understanding that I had to be a man at that position and not expect for a woman to comfort me in a situation like that, I let my emotions get to me. You know what I'm saying? I let my emotions get to me to the point where I was like, forget you, bro. Like, you don't even care about what happened. Dig what I'm saying? And she showed me her true colors. The first thing she did was slide. Bet it's cool. It's cool. Months go by. I end up getting my pate back up. I end up touching cheese again. So now I got my mind straight. And this after I went through a lot of other shit too. But I got my mind straight. And now she started using my son against me. So now it became if you want to see my son, you got to give me this amount of money. Me being dumb as hell. All right, I got you. Just make sure you bring him. He go a little extra 20 for gas. Stupid as hell. Goofy as hell. You know what I'm saying? Thinking I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. But it took for me to get in a relationship with another girl to realize, oh shit, I'm in for a run for my money, bro. Soon as I got into a relationship with another girl, first thing she did was block me on everything. And my son went ghost for 2 months. After he went ghost for 2 months, I went straight to the courts. When I went to the courtroom, I filed for paternity because I never did that. And I should tell every dude, you have no rights to your kid until you file for paternity. Simple as that. When I was telling them that she keeping my son away from me, nobody cares, guys. Nobody care about you and you not being able to see your son. Nobody cared. I went home. I don't even cry. Tears went to falling down my eyes. I can't even control it. Like, damn, I ain't seen my son in this long. You feel me? And y'all don't even care. You feel me? And look, this how big my little boy was right here, man. That's how big my little boy was right there, man. And I'm just like, damn, this shit crazy. They telling me, they speaking to me like I'm just a random goof ass dude that hasn't been providing and paying for the bills over her and his head. It's like they'll treat you like you Nathan Daniels. Bro, I got so sad. It's like the same feeling I had when my cousin passed. It came to hit me again. Once it hit me again, I stopped going to work again like a fucking dumbass, bro. Stop. When you going through shit, bro, keep working. Keep working. I stopped working again like a dumbass, right? Now I'm in this depressed state. I keep letting stuff get to me. I keep getting sad, this and that. She found a way to get to me by using my son, and it just making her happy as hell. So finally, what that was, like a month later, the judge finally set up a meeting for mediation. Mediation is where you could go, and that was quick too, right? But she ain't set the meeting up. Did she set the meeting? I don't know. It was something like that about mediation. And then she finally hit me up like, oh, you trying to take me to court and stuff like that. And I was like, wow, now you want to hit me up? It about to be 3 months later. You hit me up now? You feel me? And she like, just in the court case, and I'll let you see him. If y'all could guess what my goof ass did, I'll follow you back on Instagram right now. If y'all could guess what my goof ass did, guess. I dropped the case, fam. Once I dropped the case, she let me see my son as she promised, right? But after that, for some reason, bro, I'm a grinder, bro. When I get back in grind mode, I'm back in grind mode. I'm going to touch some cheese, bro. However the hell I got to, I'm going to touch some cheese, bro. So now I'm back in grind mode, and I already told myself I would not take a route where I have to do anything illegal. Anything illegal is out of my eyesight. I ain't fucking with nothing. Once I made that promise to myself, like, I see my son, I'm changing my life, I ain't doing nothing wrong, stood on that, and I stood on that to this day. And that was years ago, fam. That was 9 years ago. Yeah, about 9 years ago. You feel me? And after that, now I'm back in motion, and now I introduce myself to doing videos and stuff like that. So now I'm doing better. So now she sees an opportunity to ask for more cheese. And yes, I gave her more cheese. Now I'm giving her cheese not only to get my son, but to also be cool with my girlfriend. And that's the girl that I'm currently with right now, that I have a daughter with. I was paying her to be cool with my girlfriend and to let me see my son. Yeah. And then once she seen I was doing that, she started trying to up the price on me and telling me, oh, now you got to give me this because I be having to do this and that. And I mind you, I buy all his school clothes. She don't have to buy school clothes. She don't have to buy school shoes. She didn't have to buy anything, right? I did everything she asked me to do. Months later after that, she did it again. She blocked me on all socials. She blocked me on everything. She didn't allow me to see my son. And this was around, 2021. She did it again, man. And what I did at that moment, I went straight to the court, bro. I went straight to the court. I ain't waste no time, but I went there immediately. And I'm like, yeah, and I'm keeping this case going this time. So she did the same thing after I opened that case. She hit me up, told me she'll let me see him if I dropped the case. And I started realizing this bitch is playing the game with me. Bitch, I'm not playing no more. Fuck that. We going to the door. Last thing I want to do is have somebody tell me how I'm going to take care of my child. So y'all may call me a simp or whatever, but whole time I tried to work it out with Shorty before I go to the courts about anything. I'd rather work it out, me and you, before we let other people tell us how we gonna work it out. At least that's how I was looking at it. But she got her own motive. So when I did it, and she said if I drop, I said I ain't dropping shit. You can go ahead and keep his ass. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Keep his ass. I ain't dropping a damn thing. We finna keep this bit going. You know what I'm saying? But she still let him come. She let him come, hoping that I would not go to the court dates, hoping that I wouldn't keep going with the process, but I did. And as I kept going, she was getting more mad and mad, right? She was getting more mad and mad to the point where she threatened me and said, if you don't stop the case, I'm going to put you on child support. So that's what she did. She contacted child support. She put me on child support. And she did it to a way where she know I got multiple addresses, right? So the court letter went to another address that I wasn't, residing in. So I didn't even know it was a court date about the damn child support. I missed it. She knew it because she was letting me see him. So while she letting me see him, I'm thinking nothing going on. The paternity case, you got to wait a long time for that. Whole time she had a whole child support case on the back door just burning on me. You feel me? So down the line, I get a letter, right? And it's telling me I got to pay $10,000 and this and that, whoop the whoop. I said, bitch, what? Who? Where? How? For who? I was like, nah, man, I ain't finna pay a damn thing. Hell, you talking about $10K? What the hell? Who y'all think I'm here? Man, I ain't have emotion like that just to give y'all $10K like that. Like, y'all tripping. So now I'm over here trying to fight it in court, but they told me I had to start making payments on the back pay, meaning she told them I never took care of my kid his whole life. I never bought him anything. I never did nothing for him. She's been doing everything by herself, and we never lived together. This is what she told the courts. She's been struggling her whole life, and she's just been doing it all. Mind you, she never paid for school clothes, never paid for school shoes, and anything she paid for is whatever the hell was in her house. And I was paying her Wi-Fi, some phone bill, and you feel me? It's just crazy. And I'm like, damn. So the courts will really believe all that without no proof? It's crazy work. So I was making payments on it. It was around like four some a month. but I had to keep making payments to keep my license from being they was finna revoke my license, bro, if I didn't pay it. Cause I was telling them I ain't paying a damn thing. I took care of my kid his whole life. Hell, you talking about I ain't paying nothing. But they telling me, your license gonna be suspended. The lawyer was telling me, bro, just pay it. You know what I'm saying? Whoop, whoop. To this day, I damn near could go back to court to get all the money that I was paying back. You feel me? But I kind of just let the situation slide because y'all gonna hear what's going on now. So boom, I just started paying it. So now that I'm paying it, I'm frustrated, right? I done got so frustrated to the point where I went to drinking liquor, doing dumb stuff, just playing with my health, right? As I was doing that, I just let my emotions get a hold of me again. But this time I ain't stopped chasing that pay. You feel me? Kept chasing that pay, but it just made me stop caring about getting my son, bro. I'm gonna just say it like that. It made me stop caring because now I was like, it made me sort of look at my son. I don't want to say it, bro, but like, it made me look at him as a burden or something like that, bro. And it hurt to say that because I was like, damn, I did everything for you, man. I done gave you my last. Now these people got me giving her this every month on top of me just spending bands on this man prior to this getting this letter. So now I'm like, oh, I'm finna go broke behind these people. You feel me? So now I don't care about seeing my son. I'm paying the thing off though, right? But it's like, here you go again. That gust of wind come slap you in your shit. When you let the devil get the upper hand, I said I can't move like that. Money is just material. I'm gonna put him first. And now the court dates start setting up for our paternity court. So now we're going to court for paternity. Man, when we get inside these courtrooms, dog, let me tell y'all, as a man, nobody's on your side. I'm gonna keep telling y'all that, bro. It don't matter if you're DDG. It don't matter if you're a jug around the corner. Man, that system don't care about you, bro. They low-key want you not to get your son. Because if you don't get your son, guess who the pappy is? Them. You hear me? So, like, they really don't care. So I started realizing this is not on my side. So I got to get serious. So once I locked in and got serious, I said, bro, I don't even like drinking and smoking and shit like that for real. I'm over here tripping, doing shit I don't even like to do for real because this bitch got me stressing. You hear me? So now I get right. I get back to reading books. I get back to writing to the point where I said, my lawyer, I don't need you. And you're not going to get no more money from me because it seemed like everybody trying to make me go broke around that bitch. You ain't get no more cheese from it, fam. It's over with. I'm going to do this case by myself, bitch. I'm going to be a lawyer. Put my glasses on. Give me a notebook. Let's get a law library. And that's exactly what I did. Got myself inside the law library. Started reading law. Started understanding my rights as a father and her rights as a mother. Once I started realizing, yo, we don't have rights legally to paternity, but we still have rights as a father. So I went to doing all the research to the point where I could fight a couple of y'all cases. Dead ass, because I won my case, by the way. Yeah, and I fought it by my damn self. So boom. Now I'm reading, learning, and I started realizing a lot of stuff I was doing dumb. Like I was giving her cash. I wasn't keeping receipts. And I was giving her large sums of cash. Wasn't keeping receipts. Sending her money from other people's accounts. You know, I was just moving sloppy. Sending her money from everywhere. Doing all type of dumb shit. Making it look like I'm not really giving her cheese. And she's switching her accounts. So now she's playing the ball game. But thank God we got emails and stuff like that. Boy, I went deep into every fucking dollar and everything. All these thousands and thousands. They finna come up from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what started happening. I started finding screenshots, Finding Cash App, finding Whoop Whoop, everything, every little thing I can find, anything counts. It don't matter if you can show $20, just if you can show the fact that you have something and you were doing anything, it beats her claim of you not doing anything at all. So now it's like, why you didn't tell us he did that? You know what I'm saying? So don't be thinking because you ain't got money like that, that means you don't have no rights to get your kid. You can get your kid. They understand everybody ain't got money, bro. But to show that you're trying and you're there, that means the most in the court. And that's what saved me. You feel me? So me having that, so this girl, she hard down in the courtroom telling them we never lived together. We all of this. The bitch even said I'm crazy, this and that. Whoop, whoop. She tried to throw damn near the allegations DDG getting. But I had to strike those down by proving I'm very intelligent. You know what I'm saying? I'm on point. I can see through your bullshit, woman. You hear me? You not finna do it. So I started pointing out all the facts, showing that I was paying, showing that we lived together. And even as I was showing those stuff, you can tell the judges still in court still don't care about you as a man, but still got to follow the law. And that's all I knew. Once I started reading the law library and understanding the law, there's a law they have to abide by. And once I realized, oh snap, I've always been within my rights to prove I deserve custody, it was over with. So now, this case lasted us about 2 years. 2 years. Yes, that's how long it could last. It lasted about 2 years. So imagine, there was even days where I got sick as hell, right? And I had to be to court that morning. Mind you, I was my own lawyer, so I had to write everything down, remember everything we talked about months before, fight my next argument, do all of that. I did all of that my damn self, bro. I did all of that my damn self. Even they was looking at me like, how the hell? Oh, that boy, he prepared. And she coming in there, you know what I'm saying, to the point where she started playing games with me, so I started playing games with her. She had a lawyer, and she put in a motion where she didn't have to come to court. And I was like, hell nah, I'm the lawyer of myself, so I got to come to court, you come to court. I put in a motion, she has to be present every court date, baby girl. You want to play a game, we finna get you mad too. You finna get tired too. You want to lie to them folks, now we gonna stand on business. So now, I mind you, 2 years, I'm still paying child support, guys. About a year and a half, 2 years. I'm still paying child support. They finally cut the child support. So when they cut the child support, the case still going on. I'm like, okay, boom. Now we going somewhere. The judge asked me, what type of custody do I want? I said 50-50. Shit, we went half on sex. Let's go half on the baby. You feel me? So judge granted it. Thank you to the judge to this day. You feel me? She granted it to me, and since then, I've been having 50-50. And, you know, the case wasn't over with. We recently went to court, what that was, like, I said like 8 months ago. That was our final court date that we had went to, where they kind of just make it official that, okay, you're 50% the parent and she's 50% the parent. So now, every other week, you know, I send somebody to go get my son, and I got my jit. I mind you. I'm telling y'all, it's not easy, though. I would be lying to y'all and telling y'all it was easy. It was a walk through the park, but it's possible. You can do it. And fam, y'all may see me come to the net, and I was having y'all laugh some of those days. Coming to the net, I had y'all laughing some of those days, and I cried after. Crying after. Making y'all laugh, then cry after. Ain't shit in this world make me cry. No nothing, no man, no woo-woo. My jit did. And I feel like my jits are probably the only ones that could do that. They're the one that could unlock that out of me. You feel me? And to this day, bro, I'm thankful of the judge, bro. I'm thankful of me understanding that the world ain't against you, you against yourself. There's laws out here, bro. We don't open up books. It was a lot of stuff I didn't realize I had rights to do that I wasn't doing. Once I started reading and learning the law, bro, it was over with. It's a ball game. She hate me to the day. She hate me to this day, fam. You know what I'm saying? But it was over. It was over after that, bro. It was over after that, bro. And when I tell you, I did all of this, right? Without letting my kid know what was going on. My kid was damn near confused, but he knew what was going on through the other side, right? So when he'll come and try to ask me and put me on game, I throw him off. And one thing I'm gonna tell men too, because that made me come up real big by not putting my son in the game room, cause it would have hurted him. Cause I'm seeing other kids, it hurt them when you tell them what's going on. You talking shit about their mama. To this day, he can't tell you one time he heard me selling out his mama, cussing out his mama, whoop whoop. Cause I know as he get older, he gonna be like, my daddy was a bitch. That nigga always had some shit to say about my mama, whoop whoop. Bro, a kid not gonna respect you talking shit about their mama, even if that girl is a piece of shit. That kid loves her, no matter what. You can't make him unlove the woman that pushed him out. You feel me? Grandma wasn't playing when she told me, fam, you made that bed, nigga, lay in it. And I ain't know the bed was gonna be this damn hard, grandma. You feel me? But I stood on that business, and I'm so glad I operated the way I did. It was the toughest time of my life. And I don't think I went through anything tougher, bro. And I've been through some tough shit, but that was the toughest time of my life. And DDG has he got something, boy, and they haven't paid. This shit could go on years. You hear me? This shit could go on for years. Luckily, mine's only went on 2 years. I'm thankful and blessed, bro, and I'm protected by the Most High. Said me a prayer every time I went inside the courtroom. You know what I'm saying? Prayed on my way there. Prayed night before. Praying. Boy, I ain't prayed that much ever. You know what I'm saying? But I can say it was worth it. It was worth it. Every court date, every early morning, every time I had to open that stank ass notebook. I still got the notebook to this day. I can show y'all the notebook. I still got the notebook to this day. Bro, I don't play, y'all. I really be writing. When I'm not here, bro, I'm really reading books, writing, bro. I don't live nowhere like how I grew up and what I grew up around, fam. I really grew up in the trenches, bro. I really grew up seeing child support normalized and niggas not being in their kids' life. I seen that all my life. And I could have been the same way, fam. That's all I know. You feel me? But I don't know. Something in me just wanted to see different. It wanted me to see different. Cause I started seeing how these boys' kids turning out. I started seeing the kids. I ain't trying to be disrespectful or nothing, but the kids look like they was unnurtured and like there ain't nobody looking out for them. And then I go see your daddy, he around the corner, smoking Black and Milds, drinking Heinekens. I said, hell nah, I can't be like bro. I can't be like him. I gotta be different. Then when I seen my jet, he seen me and he just smiled, ear to ear. I'm over here looking like, bitch, you don't even know I'm stressing. But you smiling at me, happy to see me. Ah, damn. Let me go write in my damn book. And that's what I did, bro. It's tough out here, though, man. Damn, talking about that make me really think, bro. I went through it, bro. That was a long period of time, bro. And what else that did, too? It made me scared to then they have kids, too, bro. That situation will make you scared to have kids because you understand. I'm not a type of dude who's going to have a child and take the easy way out and just say fuck the child and just shoot the little money every month. Whoop, whoop. Hell no. Cause you ain't gonna be walking around this bed with my name and whoop, 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 and then you out here going to prison, doing dumb shit, stealing shit, whoop, whoop. Hell no. No, can't go. So I sacrificed everything, and I would do it 100 more times for my kids. Sacrifice it all. I don't give a I don't need a friend. I don't need nobody. I don't need this and that. Whoop the whoop. All I need is God in my chair. You know what I'm saying? And shit, let rock and roll. If you want to get in the way, get in the way. I'ma step on your ass. You feel me? Simple as that, bro.